Hello everyone, you're watching Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Man shot and killed in violent home invasion at Etobicoke townhouse, police say. Police release footage of suspect vehicle in Ford drive-by shootings at GTA movie theaters. Homicide unit investigating after man found dead inside Scarborough apartment. I would never move. Lakefield, Ontario couple who won $70 million Lotto Max jackpot says they are staying put. Police search for suspect captured on video setting tow truck on fire in Markham. Suspect 3 persons of interest sought after man falls to death from downtown Toronto balcony. Images of suspect vehicle released in North York sex assault investigation.
Those were the headlines, and now let's jump right into the details.
Toronto police say they are searching for 3 suspects after a man was shot and killed inside an Etobicoke townhouse during what investigators have described as a violent home invasion. The incident occurred near Lakeshore Boulevard West and Long Branch Avenue shortly before 2:30 a.m. on Thursday. Speaking at a news conference on Thursday afternoon, Deputy Sergeant Brandon Price told reporters that police believe 3 suspects forced their way into a townhouse in the area armed with a firearm. 2 occupants were inside the residence at the time, Price said, and demand was made for valuables. A struggle ensued, and one of the occupants, a 30-year-old man, was shot multiple times, Price said. The suspects, who were wearing ski masks and dark clothing, fled the area in white or light-colored sedan, police said. They were last seen heading south on Long Branch Avenue and then west on Lakeshore Boulevard West, Price added. The victim was rushed to the hospital via emergency run but later died. A thorough video canvass is currently underway. We are processing the scene on outside and will be moving into the interior of the residence following that, Price said. We believe this is a targeted situation in that there was valuables that were sought. He said the victim did not reside at the townhouse but was visiting the residence at the time of the shooting. The valuables that the suspects were looking for, Price said, belonged to victim's friend who was the occupant of the townhouse. Price would not elaborate on what exactly the suspects were searching, but confirmed that it was not a vehicle. Police have released video footage that appears to show shots being fired from a truck that is believed to have been used in 4 drive-by shootings inside movie theaters in the Greater Toronto area this past winter. The incidents all happened in the early morning hours of January 24th. York Regional Police said that they were called to a cinema in Richmond Hill near Highway 7 and East Beaver Creek after an employee arrived for work and found that the glass from entry doors had been shot. The same day, York Regional Police attended a similar call in Vaughan at a theater near Highway 7 and Western Road. Police in York Region have said that while the 2 drive-by shootings in the area remain under investigation, they do believe that they are targeted and involve the same suspect. 2 other drive-by shootings at cinemas were also reported that night in Scarborough and Brampton. Police were called to both of those incidents as well. No injuries were reported in any of the cases. Investigators have identified the suspect's vehicle as a silver 2019 Dodge Ram pickup. In a 20-second clip, it is seen rolling up in front of what looks to be 2 separate movie theaters. In the first case, the driver does a U-turn and drives off. In the second instance, they are seen firing several shots at the cinema's front door. Following the shooting, Cineplex cancelled screenings of the South Indian action film Malaikotai Waliban. The movie premiered on January 24th, the same day that gunshots were fired at the doors of their cinemas. A spokesperson for the movie theater chain cited circumstances beyond its control as their reason for this decision. They added that Cineplex is working closely with local authorities who are leading the investigation. Toronto Police Homicide Unit is investigating the death of a man who fell from a balcony following an altercation inside a downtown apartment late Wednesday night. Police said they were called to Church and Shara Streets at around 11:58 p.m. for an unknown trouble call. It was reported that a male fell from a height and landed on some scaffolding. Police, fire, and paramedics attended and located the male. Deputy Sergeant Henry Marsman told reporters Thursday afternoon. The victim was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. He was being identified as 38-year-old Ryan Williams. Marksmen said prior to the fall there was an altercation inside the unit where Williams resided with his mother. We are still trying to determine how the victim came off the apartment, he said, adding that the incident is being investigated as a homicide. It is unknown what the altercation was about. Investigators are looking for a suspect who goes by the street name Justice and is described as between 30 and 40 years old, 5'8" to 5'9", last seen wearing a black hooded jacket, beige pants, and black shoes. Marksmen said the suspect and victim were casual acquaintances but did not elaborate further on their relationship. He'd added that the suspect fled the apartment with 3 other people after the victim fell. Police are also seeking those 3 individuals considered persons of interest in the case. One is described as 5'10" male, last seen wearing a black jacket, a gray shirt, dark gray sweatpants, and black shoes with the white soles. The second person of interest is a 5'6" female with a thin build, brown hair in a high bun, wearing black pants with the white accents on the sides, red shoes with white soles, and pulling a grocery trolley bag. The third is believed to be 5'5" female with a thin build and dark hair, and she had a black jacket with a white toque, black pants, and black shoes. I believe this is an isolated incident, Marksman said. The suspect and the person of the interests are urged to contact a lawyer and then contact us. He noted that the victim's mother was in the apartment at the time of the incident. Asked how she was doing, Marksman said, obviously she is distraught. We have offered her victim services and she's with the one of her other family members. York Regional Police have released a video of a suspect setting a tow truck on fire in Markham early Thursday morning as they appeal for information about the incident. Officers and fire crews were called to residents on Williamson Road shortly after 12:30 a.m. for a fire. When they arrived, crews found the truck fully engulfed in flames. Firefighters subsequently knocked down the fire. Police said no injuries were reported as the truck was unoccupied and the home was not damaged. In surveillance footage uploaded on Thursday, a 4-door sedan arrives in front of home and one person gets out of the passenger side. They approach a tow truck and appear to pour an accelerant on the vehicle. The person is then seen lighting something in his hand before tossing it to the truck and setting it ablaze. The person runs back to the car and drives away. No suspect description has been released. Police ask anyone with the information about the incident to contact investigators at 1-866-876-5423 extension 7541 or Crime Stoppers anonymously. A couple from Lakefield, Ontario says despite winning a $70 million Lotto Max jackpot, they aren't even considering moving from their house in the small central Ontario community near Peterborough that they call home. I need a new kitchen, Enid Henon said with a laugh. The house is going to be renovated. We are going to stay where we are. Our neighbors are amazing. Our location is perfect, so no, I would never move. In a video released by Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation on Thursday, Henon recalled the moment she discovered that they had won the jackpot from the February 20th draw. I had called my husband and said, "Do you want me to stop and pick up some lottery tickets?" He says, "No, just come home. Have supper and we need to discuss something." I went, "Oh, what did I do?" Doug Henon said he waited until after dinner to share the news with his wife. I took her to the computer and had the OLG website up and I said, "Do you want me to check these numbers? These?" And it said she initially thought they had won $70,000. He goes, "Look at it again." She said, "I just started crying," and he started crying, and that was it. In addition to the renovation, the couple said they have a few family trips planned. A Toronto Police Services homicide unit is investigating after a man was found dead in an apartment in Scarborough on Wednesday morning. Officers were first called to the TCHC apartment located in the area of Lawrence Avenue East and Morningside Avenue at around 11:20 a.m. for what they described as a medical complaint. Deputy Sergeant Aaron Atkinson told reporters Thursday afternoon that officers found a 40-year-old man who had been stabbed. They attempted life-saving efforts, however, the victim succumbed to his injuries and died here at the scene, Atkinson said. The victim has been identified as Muhammad Abdullah Muhammad. He is the city's 23rd homicide victim of the year. Atkinson said Muhammad was also known as Muhammad Awad, and people close to him knew him as Mo. He noted that the victim was not a resident of the building. Police have no information about the suspect. We are at the very early stages of this investigation, and as I mentioned, we are going through a significant amount of video from this building, Atkinson said. If anybody has information about recent encounters with Mo that may assist us in our investigation, I encourage you to come forward and speak to us. Police have released photos of a suspect and their vehicle as part of an investigation into a sexual assault reported in Toronto's West End early this month. Toronto police say officers responded to reports of a sexual assault in the area of Dufferin and Lawrence Avenue West just after 2:30 p.m. on April 14. It was reported that a victim had been standing in a residential elevator when a suspect entered and sexually assaulted the victim. In a release issued on April 17, Toronto police shared images of the suspect described as a man in his 30s with a dark mustache. He was wearing a plaid shirt with a white t-shirt underneath, black pants with a white stripe down the side, and black baseball cap, black and white sandals, and was carrying a black purse at the time of the incident, they said. In a second release issued Thursday, investigators released additional images of the suspect vehicle, a red four-door sedan. Police are asking anyone with the information is asked to contact investigators at 416-808-3200 or Crime Stoppers anonymously.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.